What's up, guys? You like how I'm not in my bed? That's kind of awesome. I'm not in my bed. I'm not in some random chair. I'm just sitting at my desk and my laptop in my parents' house. Yep. That's how that works. I think this hat makes me crazy. Anyway, I finally finished. Good Lord, I totally forgot the name of the book. Fourth Grade Beneath My Feet by Dorinda Jones. Oh my Lord. Sadly enough, that's it for me and tangible books for a while because I have a Nook. And unfortunately, due to the fact that I've been reading tangible books for the past few days, maybe a week and a half, I'm a little sad by that. So I'm here with the pros and the cons, and at the end, I'll do a little review of Fourth Grade Beneath My Feet. So, let's start with the pros of my Nook. Number 1, this will always keep this protected. You won't ever have wrinkly pages, you won't ever, well, you might spill something on it, but that would suck big balls, huh? Because then what are you gonna do? Go out and buy a new $200 freaking eReader? Don't think so. Anywho, my other favorite thing about the Nook is that it comes with all of this other stuff if you got a latest one. Oh, look, I've got Pandora open, which again is one of the features that I like. Here is, I don't know if you can see. Okay, we've got zoomed in here, so I've got my Netflix up there, I've got my Goodreads app, which is a pretty big staple, and then of course I just showed y'all Pandora that was open. The good thing is that you can subscribe to magazines if you're like me and you like magazines. That's Cosmo. I've had it since the day I got my Nook a couple Christmases ago. If you can't really afford to buy the book, you can have samples. I've got several samples of things that are in my TBR pile. Another good thing about Nook is that it's backlit. You don't have to have a light on in the middle of the night if you want to read. You're not going to risk waking anybody up by having this big ass light on at 2 o'clock in the morning. And if you want to listen to music while you read, where'd they go? Shit, they must not be over here. I guess they're on my bed. Headphones. Headphone jack. Yep. That exists right there. Anyway, another good thing is that when you take this in the Barnes & Noble, the Wi-Fi there is free, and so you get up to an hour of free reading of any book. And I think that once you're done reading one book for an hour, you can read another book for an hour. And so it's kind of like going to the library, except for free. Unfortunately, I don't get to take advantage of this because I don't live close enough to a Barnes & Noble to be able to go there every day. Oh. Another thing, if you don't know what a word means, you can highlight it and look it up, and that way you don't have to feel so stupid. I know that's happened to me several times when reading like stuff like The Grapes of Wrath for my upper level English classes in college, and even my Bible. And speaking of Bible, you can highlight stuff, and you can also add notes, like if you are reading a book like I was, The Grapes of Wrath for college or something like that. Or let me see if I can pull an example up. I archived The Grapes of Wrath because I didn't like it, so I didn't want it on my Nook anymore. But we did read Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close. Let me see if it's still in my library. I think it is. Yeah, there it is. I think I've got something bookmarked here that I wanted to talk about in class. It's loading. It's not focused. Oh, hey, there it is. Cool. Awesome. Let's see. Clickety click. Oh, and you can change the brightness. See it. Focus. Change the brightness right there. You can also change the text, the size of the text. I wish you would focus, thank you. And you can switch from day and night and gray, and you can change the margin size. You can even change the font size if you want. But if you're like me and you like publisher default, you turn that on, and all of those little options kind of goes away unless you just turn that thing right back off. Anyway, what was I supposed to be looking at? I'm supposed to be looking for content, okay. Under content here, if it will focus, under content, it's obviously got the table of contents, and then you've got notes and highlights, and so it'll show you, focus again, the pages that I've kind of earmarked and or highlighted that I wanted to talk about during class. And then obviously bookmarks to get to pages faster. Big plus, because as I head into the cons, I will also tell you the single most solitary con, the only con that I have with tangible books. And that, my friends, I don't know, Lord, where are you, is this little sucker right here, which I lost and found so many effing times over the course of the last 2 weeks reading the Charley Davidson series. It was the biggest pain in my ass ever. I hated it. Anyway, with that said, let's talk about the cons of the Nook, which coincide with the pros of tangible books. With the Nook, you can't physically do this. You can't turn the page, which I don't like. Nooks, can't smell them. I'm addicted to the smell of books. Oh my gosh, if I walk into a Hastings and Barnes & Noble, any bookstore Borders, which unfortunately is, I think, closed in Texas. Where did you go? Anyway, I think it's closed in Texas. That's unfortunate. That's neither here nor there. That's my ADD talking. Anyway, anytime I walk into a bookstore, the first thing I do is just take a big old whiff of the air, because I love the way books smell. Unless you go to a place and you pick up a used book and you smell it, then you run the risk of smelling freaking cigarette smoke because the person who had the book smoked while they read, and that's freaking gross. And I can say that because I smoked for years, but guess what? I never freaking smoked while reading because, ew. What if you freaking, I don't even want to know how I would feel if, ew. Anyway, I digress. You also can't take a Nook into the bathtub with you. I didn't get to do that with any of these. Didn't get to. And I'm going to show my OCD side here. You can't turn the pages of a chapter in a Nook to see how many pages you have left in that chapter. And even though the Nook tells you how many pages you have left in the chapter, it lies. Because you turn the page, and you're still on page 12, and then you turn the page, oh, you're still on page 12. You turn it again, you're still on page 12. So, but with tangible books, I like to flip and see how many pages I have, because if I have to go somewhere or something, or if I'm getting tired, I guess that's how it started. I would get tired, or I'd have to be going somewhere soon, and I'd have to stop, and I wouldn't want to stop, so I'd want to check and see how many pages were left in the chapter. Well, now I do it every time I read a tangible book. Can't do that with Nook. Drives me nuts. Also, with a Nook, you don't have anything that you can continually add to your bookshelf. But on the other side, this can hold X amount of books and fit right in your purse or backpack or whatever, and you're not lugging around some 1,000-page book. You're just lugging around a tablet that has 5,000-page book in it, and it just makes it that much more fun. So let's get on to the review of 4th grade Beneath My Feet. It is the best book in the series yet. I can't really go that much into detail, but it's pretty action-packed, and you know, you'd think I would have seen a few of the things that happened coming, but I really didn't, and that right there is the mark of a good author, because I had no idea at the end what happened was going to happen. Oh my god. Plus, it's Reyes. You can't get enough Reyes. And there's a couple other things that pretty much make it funny, but can't tell you what those are either. All I can say is that you do find out a lot more about Reyes and a lot more about Charley and what she's capable of, and it's pretty badass. Also, it's gonna make you love and hate her dad at the same time, and that's all I can say. Not too much a Leland fan right now. Not at all. And something happens at the asylum that's awesome, and that's all I can tell you. That's all I can tell you, except go buy it. And I'm so upset that I have to wait till July to read the next book. Oh my gosh, I'm like a crackhead just sitting here going, Fifth grade. And that's all from Lauren today, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you like me, comment, rate, and subscribe. Bye. Awesome hat that makes me look like the fuck. I was gonna say it made me look like Bob Marley, but right now I just look like some weird painter chick or a British cabbie. Let's go with British cabbie. No, don't fix that. Much better. I keep saying Kindle in my other videos, but like I said, swear to God, it's a Nook. Look, even has the N right there.